There's never been a more capable ATV in the mud. This is the 2014 Arctic Cat Mud Pro. The first hint that something is different about this ATV is the elevated snorkel air intake. That breathing tube does more than pump clean air to the engine. It also breathes life into the clutch, making sure the CVT belt stays dry and cool through the deepest holes. The race-inspired suspension features race-tested axles that are 17% stronger than the leading aftermarket brand. The Duramatic automatic transmission responds to vehicle speed, engine RPM, and load. Out here, the conditions are muddy, muddier, and muddiest. Or two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, and four-wheel drive with a front diff lock. Shift on the fly into four-wheel drive and power is delivered to the front wheels. Activate the electronic front differential lock for out-of-this-world traction. Just when you think it's impassable, the Mud Pro does the impossible. You won't believe what 10 inches of suspension travel and 14 inches of ground clearance can do in the face of mudversity. Despite its size, this big machine handles like putty in your hands, thanks to Arctic Cat's variable assist electronic power steering. EPS reduces the torque necessary to steer the ATV, a huge benefit, especially when the front diff is engaged. We think you'll agree it's a fine, good-looking machine. That high-quality paint job and aluminum rims clean up good as new. Mud Pro Limiteds get a deluxe digital and analog gauge along with heavy-duty steel front and rear bumpers with dual tube construction. You'll be using your Mud Pro for fun and work. So we outfitted it with a stout 2-inch rear receiver. The 3,000-pound winch pulls like an ox. No matter where you go or what you do, Arctic Cat racks are hands down the best in the business. Before we end this muddy adventure, we gotta mention the different models. There's the 700 Limited, featuring our 695cc EFI H1. It comes in Team Arctic Green Metallic and Vibrant Red Metallic. And if that isn't too much power for you, there's also the Mac Daddy 1000 Limited, available in Team Arctic Green Metallic. This one's got the 951cc EFI V-Twin. Yep, the infamous H2. Mud Pro. It's impossible to have more fun on four wheels in the mud. Physically impossible. More climbing power. More pulling power. More acceleration. Time to discover your true riding potential. Exhibit 1, the 700. Exhibit 2, the 1000. To appreciate these machines, you gotta know some of the finer points, starting with ride-in suspension. Stability comes by lowering the center of gravity. Taking everything into account, rider position, engine placement, ground clearance, suspension travel, AA arms, adjustable shocks, sway bar, you can begin to see why these big wheelers handle so well and ride so smooth. Arctic Cat's variable assist power steering has to be experienced. From the moment you turn the key, EPS is working for you. At slow speed, steering these wheelers requires remarkably little effort. Gearheads appreciate a good tranny. We make sure you have the best. The Arctic Cat Duramatic automatic transmission, featuring CVT technology, is buttery smooth, yet rock solid. The thrill of ripping down the trail in two-wheel drive is hard to beat. When the trail goes from Smoothville to Craterville, four-wheel drive comes with the flip of an electronic switch. Flip the switch again to lock the front differential. And stuck between a rock and a hard place, you'll never be. You'll be using your ATV for everything under the sun. Good thing you've got the racks for it. First of all, they're steel, not plastic. What's more, built-in entry points make it super easy to add attachments. The same can be said for the 2-inch rear receiver. How do people get along without an Arctic Cat ATV? Like all Arctic Cat ATVs, you get to choose your ride package. Big bore ride packages include Standard, XT, and Limited. Standard features are plentiful. Adjustable shocks, high-low range with a start-in gear feature, and a digital gauge displaying all the info you need. Plus other premium features, including a large 5.7-gallon fuel tank and powder-coated steel rims. The Standard model is available as a 700. You can have your pick of green or red. The XT package adds automotive-style paint, electronic power steering, and aluminum rims. The 700 XT comes in 2 colors, Navy Blue Metallic and Team Arctic Green Metallic. The 1000 XT comes in Team Arctic Green Metallic. And if you're all or nothing, the 700 Limited package comes with everything on the XT plus heavy-duty front and rear bumpers, a 3,000-pound winch, and these head-turning colors: Vibrant Red Metallic, Viper Blue Metallic, and Advantage Timber Camo. Limited models and the 1000 XT get the digital analog gauge. The 700, 700 XT, and 700 Limited also get the parking gear feature. Exhibit 1, the 700. Exhibit 2, the 1000. The best big bore ATVs in the world. In this video, we'll be showing off 5 of our favorite midsize models: the 300 2x4, the 400 4x4, the 450 4x4, the 500 4x4, and the 550 4x4. Though they share much in common, each one offers something different. In the pursuit of elevating ride performance and comfort, the 400, 450, 500, and 550 bring you an independent ride-in suspension featuring double A-arms. The ride-in suspension lowers the center of gravity, thereby improving cornering and stability. We achieve this without sacrificing ground clearance and suspension travel. Machine becomes an extension of your body, just as it should be. Onwards, upwards, and sometimes backwards. Must be time to talk about the Arctic Cat Duramatic transmission. As the name implies, our Duramatic automatic transmission is one tough tranny. The continuously variable transmission responds to vehicle speed, engine RPM, and load. Everything that goes into an Arctic Cat is purpose-built. Our 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive electronic system is the ideal setup. You have complete control instead of having to rely on some computer to make the decision for you. 2-wheel drive is great for ripping down the trail or working the back 40. When you need a bit more traction, flip the switch on the fly and power is sent to the front wheels. When Terra Firma throws you a curveball, activate the electronic front differential lock for magnet-like traction. Hauling, pulling, playing, you'll be using your ATV every chance you get. So let's talk racks. Our racks are steel, they're strong, they're durable. What's more, the Speed Rack built-in entry points make it quick and easy to add attachments. We also outfitted mid-size models with a stout 2-inch rear receiver, just like the one on your truck. 5 mid-size machines, so many features. To top things off, many machines are available in 3 ride packages: Standard, XT, and Limited. Each model has its own distinguishing features, like the red and black 300 with its powder-coated steel wheels, front and rear steel racks, and Kenda Pathfinder tires, and the 400 with its powerful 366cc single overhead cam 4-valve engine. Red or green, take your pick. The 450 offers great power and tons of features for not a lot of dough. Plus, it's the only machine in its class to offer a low and high range Duramatic automatic transmission with dynamic engine braking. Red or green. The 500 features a potent 443cc liquid-cooled single cylinder, boasting a wide torque curve and smooth power delivery via electronic fuel injection. This model also comes in red or green. There's also a 500 XT, which adds aluminum wheels, automotive-style paint, and Duro 3-star Kadon tires. You'll find all these features on the 550s as well. In fact, the 550 is the perfect all-rounder. The 545cc EFI engine has all the get-up-and-go most riders would ever need, making it, along with the 500, our most popular-selling ATV across the lineup. The 550 XT features painted bodywork, electronic power steering, and aluminum wheels. The 500 XT comes in Sunset Orange Metallic and Advantage Timber Camo. Here's the 550 XT in Viper Blue Metallic and Tungsten Metallic. The 550 Limited also gets bodywork in your choice of Team Arctic Green Metallic, Vibrant Red Metallic, or Advantage Timber Camo. The Limited also comes with electronic power steering, aluminum wheels, a digital analog gauge, and the 3,000-pound winch. And get a load of these heavy-duty front and rear bumpers. All 500 and 550 models get the parking gear feature. There you have it, Arctic Cat ATVs in all of their mid-size glory. So let's summarize. The 300 2x4, the 400 4x4, the 450 4x4, the 500 4x4, and the 550 4x4. The 2014s are here. The pick of the litter is yours. Sometimes you see something you want, and from then on, you can't get it out of your head. The race-inspired XC450 could have that effect on you. So many things make this speed racer special. Take the eager-to-please engine. It's a 443cc EFI single overhead cam liquid-cooled single. Electronic fuel injection is a huge advantage in cold temperatures, high altitudes, and sticky humidity. The engine is mated to a super strong featherweight chassis, boasting fully independent A-arms both front and rear, and 5-way preload adjustable shocks. For the record, that's 7 inches of suspension travel. A sway bar keeps the rear end planted during aggressive cornering. Hopefully, the trail is one big obstacle course. You've got 10 inches of indispensable ground clearance. Arctic Cats are not built to be babied, and this one is no exception. Consider the Duramatic automatic transmission. This continuously variable tranny requires no shifting. There is a high-low range, giving you the opportunity to modify torque delivery depending on riding conditions. There's also a handy start-in gear feature. An electronic on-the-fly 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive switch on the right-hand control makes going in and out of 4-wheel drive almost telepathic. You also get dual tail lights and backup lights. There's even a 2-inch receiver. Aluminum rims and sporty styling add to its eye-popping good looks. We think it looks great in vibrant red with black metallic paint. It goes without saying that this is one sexy machine. Sometimes you see something you want. Sometimes you just gotta go out and get it. Let this be one of those times. The DVX 300 is light, nimble, and as your right thumb quickly discovers, has more than enough power to indulge your wild side. Get a load of that front suspension. That wide stance comes courtesy of those double A-arms. And of course, those shocks are adjustable. The long travel rear suspension goes with the flow of your adrenaline rush. The lightweight 270cc engine packs a walloping punch. Horsepower is delivered to those fat rear tires through the Arctic Cat Duramatic automatic transmission. Even the lime-colored fenders are removable for easy cleanup after a mud-filled day of fun. The Arctic Cat DVX 300. There's nothing quite like it. And that's just the way we want it to be. Welcome to TRV Land, where the trail is always long and you never have to go it alone. Before we get down to nuts and bolt-ons, here's what's in store for you and your lucky passenger. The riding experience of your lives. The lineup of TRVs practically spans our entire engine lineup. Here's what makes this machine so special. The ultra-comfortable passenger seat, courtesy of a longer wheelbase. Machine and rider are one thanks to our ride-in suspension. The lower profile and seat design improve the center of gravity without sacrificing ground clearance and suspension travel. If you know Arctic Cat ATVs, you surely know about our Duramatic automatic transmission. The continuously variable transmission senses vehicle speed, engine RPM, and load, and responds precisely and effortlessly, providing excellent acceleration and engine braking. If you've only ridden older machines, you're in for a real treat. Arctic Cat's variable assist electronic power steering makes handling your TRV one of life's simple pleasures. Shift on the fly into four-wheel drive, and power is delivered to the front wheels. Activate the electronic front differential lock for out-of-this-world traction. The TRV is also a working man's ATV. The front speed rack is rated for cargo loads up to 100 pounds. And for towing, there's a 2-inch rear receiver, just like the one on your truck. Gone are the days of multiple hitches. Just hook up and go. The TRV Standard and XT models bring you 3-in-1 functionality. For 2-up touring, you get the passenger seat, and there's none more comfortable. When stuff needs to get done, remove 2 pins and add the optional speed rack or the optional heavy-duty cargo box. TRVs are offered in 3 ride packages: Standard, XT, and Limited. Standard models include the TRV 400 and the TRV 500. Both models are offered in red. The TRV 550 XT is offered in Team Arctic Green Metallic or Vibrant Red Metallic. The TRV 700 XT is offered in Team Arctic Green Metallic and Viper Blue Metallic. In addition to the automotive-style paint, the XT also gets aluminum rims. The TRV 550 XT is powered by our 545cc EFI. The TRV 700 XT is powered by our 695cc EFI engine. If you want it all, the TRV Limited is for you. Your power choices include the 550, the 700, and the 1000. Limited TRV models come fully loaded. Here's the list: heated driver handlebar and passenger hand grips, lockable touring case, 2-piece fairing and windshield, winch, electronic power steering, sway bar, aluminum rims, automotive-style paint, plus that ultra-plush passenger seat. TRV models, including the 500 up to the 700 Limited, also come with the parking gear feature. The TRV 550 Limited comes in Sunset Orange Metallic and Navy Blue Metallic. The TRV 700 Limited comes in Emerald Green Metallic and Navy Blue Metallic. The TRV 1000 Limited is unmistakable in Navy Blue Metallic. There you have it, the Arctic Cat TRV. 2-up riding has never been so good. But don't take our word for it. Let's go wheeling. These may be, no, screw